Now, you guys see I am 102.7, and it's crazy because I was 105.8 in my auntie's weighing scale last Sunday, and so we've been losing a little bit of weight. And before I left for the Philippines, I was like 108 kilos. So yeah, we're on a steady streak, guys. Alright, so we're rolling. What's up, guys? It's the next day. We just finished training, and I'm tired. I'm officially knackered. But there's a few things I just wanted to talk about. First of it being my adjustment here, especially in the past week and 5 days since I've been staying here in Tiger Muay Thai. Shout out to the gang, to the crew. Yeah, adjusting here, I would say now that I am pretty adjusted to everything, to training, the diet, sleeping on this hard ass bed, but it's actually not bad. I sleep pretty good. I don't know what I'm saying, but yeah, adjusting here has been pretty crazy because I never would have thought I would have adjusted to this type of lifestyle. Because I do train, I do lift, I do work out, but at this intensity and this volume, this often, I never would have thought that I would adjust to this. But I am very thankful that I have, and it's been pretty great. My body's feeling a lot better. I'm feeling stronger. I'm feeling quicker. I've been less stressed. I've become more zen, more calm. I can rationalize, honestly, and it's just been overall pretty good for me. My physical health and my mental health, it's been pretty great. So training has been, the thing is, what's so nice here is that they adjust, right? So when I first got here, I wasn't that good. I wasn't any good in Muay Thai, right? And I wasn't that fit, to say the least. But now that I've adjusted, to the training, they always ramp it up. So whenever you feel like you're leveling up, they're just gonna level up with you, right? So you're back to square one, but you can definitely feel yourself have improved. They're just going a little bit harder. Sparring has been pretty rough. Last Saturday, I got checked on my right shin when I went for a low kick, Ethan, one of our trainers, just checked the crap out of me, and that was probably one of the worst pains. Yeah, I could not genuinely walk for, I don't know, like a day, but I'm good now, right? So my weight, when I weighed myself in the Philippines before I left, I was around 108. Yeah, 108.2, 108.1. Shout out to the gym, they got great water. But 108.1, and when I weighed myself in my auntie's place last week Sunday, I was 105.8. And you'll see earlier in the video, I weighed myself after the run yesterday, and I was 102.7, I think. And I weighed myself this morning, and I was 101.2. But that's probably just because, training just finished, lost a lot of water weight, and I haven't had a meal in yet. But that'll probably change when I have a meal in. So yeah, that has my weight. That's been my weight, and it's been going down pretty fast, honestly. Well, that's a given because of all the volume of the training and the intensity. So I was kind of expecting that. I'm hoping to get down to at least, like a 95. 95 would be great. I would be kind of okay with 98. And if I go down 95, that would be that would be great. That would honestly be so good, right? So, how is the Thai people and culture? What else is there to say? They're the nicest people on earth, besides Filipinos, of course. I would have so many moments where I would just walk outside the camp, and I would walk towards 7-Eleven, right? Or the market, or the pharmacy, or anything that's just nearby. And it's so crazy because if people who recognize me or know that I'm training here at the camp will see me walking and they're passing by, they'll just stop and offer you a ride to wherever you're going. It's insane. It's great. Who else does this, right? And yeah, they're the nicest people. Nothing much else to say. They give you more than what you expect out of pure love and their hospitality. And it's been great living here. So far, so good. So yeah, I will show you guys more, I will walk you guys through, or you'll see the training, honestly, when I film next week. But for now, I'll tell you how the usual training goes, right? So usually it's a 2-hour session every 8 to 10 a.m. and 3 to 5 p.m., right? And the training usually goes 15-20 minutes. We'll do jump ropes and jumping on tires. Kind of crazy, right? With weights, you're holding 5-pound dumbbells, and you do each for 5 minutes, right? You would do 5 minutes of jump ropes and 5 minutes of jumping on the tires. Then you're good. Sounds kind of easy, but you would be kind of cooked after, or at least warm. Then you get to the mats, and then you start warming up. So we do a lot of stretching, because you will need it, trust me. So we do around 5 minutes of stretching, and 5 to 10 minutes of stretching. Then right after that we do hand wrap, so we wrap our hands, and then we do shadow boxing for about 5 minutes. Yeah, around 5 minutes. Then we do 1 minute of knees, just rep out knees, rep it out for about a minute, and then 10 push-ups, and then water break. Then after that, it's not either. We're gonna hit the bags 100%, and then we're either gonna do teeps, so that's the front kick, do like 100 or 200 of those, and then 100 or 200 of knees. Depends on the day, depends on who's leading training. So yeah, we'll do that. Or there are some days where you have a partner and you and your partner kick the bag until your leg falls off. So I'll give a rough estimate, about 20 kicks on each leg, 5 sets, so about 100, right? And then that'll completely burn you. And then we go another water break and we do a little bit more bags, and then we do sparring. We do sparring every day, every fucking day, right? Every session we do 3 rounds of 4 minutes. Crazy, right? So we'll spar, and then right after sparring you take a break, and then you get hit in the abs like 20 times. Yeah, 20 to 30 times, depending on what day it is. And then we put our gloves on and shin pads on. So I forgot to say this, but for sparring, it's either we do boxing sparring or just full-on Muay Thai sparring, right? And it's pretty great. So being, just growing up doing it, I prefer boxing, of course, but I'm starting to love the Muay Thai sparring. Absolutely, getting the feeling of using my legs more, the teeps, my favorite's a teep. So after we do that, we will put our gloves and shin pads on, and then we will do pad work. So after the pad work, that usually just fries me, that usually kills me, right? But still gotta push through it. You do like 2 to 3 rounds of 3 minutes of just straight pad work, and Ethan will push you to your limit. Crew net would focus more on boxing, on your striking and elbows. Crew Chai would do a lot of legs and make you do a lot of like, what do you call this? Like a little feints. So like you do feints, blocks, and a lot of legs, right? And Crew Ot, one of my favorites, would just push you like crazy. And when he does, or like when you do something he doesn't really like, he will just like correct you, right? By hitting you, by demonstrating it to you. Kind of insane. So yeah, and then we usually do abs after, then training is done, and that's the 2 hours, right? And it's pretty brutal, and they adjust it to your level every 3 days, every week, or whenever they see improvements, they will just adjust your level accordingly, right? So yeah, that's the training regimen. So yeah, that's just been me adjusting to this whole thing. It's been great. This has been great. I would do this again and over and over. I love this place, and I love the practice. I love the dedication that comes with it. So yeah, you guys will definitely see a lot more. So, and this has been Walter. I think I've yapped for a little bit too much, but yeah, I'll see you guys. Peace.